Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Three Houses, where last episode we took part in a mock battle against the other houses. With a team of 5 each, we swept the field, making a clean sweep of the Black Eagles, Golden Deer, and the other professors. On our return then to Garreg Monastery, we were given a new mission to hunt some bandits in the future, as we now continue our exploration. Okay, we got that. And we got the armory too, which we can buy weaponry from as I feel free. So steel swords with higher MT. Higher usages, nice, but an absolute ton more weight. I really need to figure out the weight speed mechanic. That's for definite. And all that jazz. Well, I guess we're exploring. On the map screen, you can... That bell. On the map screen, you can travel instantly to places you have already been. Press the R button to open the map, select the destination, and then press the A button to fast travel. Press the R button to see where to find each character and facility at your selected location. A girl's voice. What could it mean? You keep saying you hear a girl's voice. I thought you were just talking about Thingy. Well, quest one's here. We got leading the charge. Next mission in the real battle. This isn't Child's Play. Come see me for advice from Geralt. We can fast travel there. The creative cuisines. Fast travel to the vicinity of the head chef. Like to spruce up the menu in the dining hall. If you have any recipe ideas, let me know. Sure. A passion for music. Calling all students, enrich your bodies and mind through choir. Choir practice if you wish. And troubling rumors. Seeking intel on strange movements by the Western Church. New items in stock at the Armory. New items in stock at the item shop. Okay, there's weekly announcements too. We haven't unlocked fast travel for the cathedral as of yet. Or that's cathedral as well. I will stay where I am for now. We've got 2 charges of stuff as well. Alright, we'll leave you alone for the moment, Geralt, even though you're probably going to help me out immensely by me talking to you.
What the?
I'm wondering what's going on over there, really.
Oh, Professor. Hello. Truth is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind. And it's not important why. It only matters that it's pale blue.
Okay, let's search for it then.
Thank you so much.
Recruit? I can't actually... I press B to click off. I guess.
I do find you very interesting, Professor. I'm just not sure if it's enough to change classes. Let me think about it a bit more.
Yeah, more side quests to search for an undershirt indeed. It seems the person isn't interested in Oliz's house yet, but I have a great house. Dorothy really values the following stats. Okay, charm, authority, and try recruiting this unit again after you gain more experience. So we could just rip people away from their classes.
What is it? I'm not doing anything.
It's not good to just do nothing. Oh, hey, what's this cake doing out here?
Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Well, I'll get you out of here.
Hi. Sorry, I'm trying, but you're still kind of a stranger.
So you can recruit everyone every time and then see what they want. Strength and bow. Interesting. So we can just grab people whenever we want. I guess it's interesting to find out, you know, what stats they need.
Have we met?
Oh, you look cool.
No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
That face, do you recognize me?
Please.
I would like to do some gardening. I've got to harvest my dedui seed. Cabbage, chickpeas, turnip, and an onion. It was mystery seeds, was it? Oh! I'm gonna keep planting stuff if they give me all this stuff. Can I plant both? Oh, I guess I've not got the skills to it, so if I want mixed herbs or western Fódlan seeds. Can only plant one. Can't make another one. Okay. Cultivate, we will use pour armored water. It seems the protected yield is with everything. Let's just infuse it with magic for the 0. We'll be frugal about our growing, shall we? We've got sparklies as well. What the hell? Planting seeds. A list of different seed types and how to best plant them. It's a wealth of knowledge for aspiring gardeners. Oh, I've had a book! And green flower seeds. Seeds that grow earthy green flowers. Oh, could I grow my own flowers, so therefore stop having to buy flowers to send on birthdays? That's definitely something I'd do. Red flower seeds.
Hello. If you'll excuse me.
Good chat. Very good talk.
Oh, Professor. Hello. Excuse me. I have to go.
She's a conversationalist. Magic, riding, and more experience is needed. Okay. You say I'm Professor, but you don't want to actually talk to me. Alright, so is there blue glowy items for me now to search for too? Oh yes, they're everywhere. I hooked on fishing, a sheet of paper with carefully curated information about different types of fishing bait and best tackle practices. Whoever wrote this knows a great deal about fishing. I'm gonna get my professor level up, because that can give me more actions each day. Black sand steel, a smithing material that strengthens a weapon's critical attack. And Amid Globy, which is finding fish being left around on the streets. Bait, local fish guide, a list of the different types of fish that can be caught in the fishing pond. It's downright comprehensive. 100 per book. 100! I don't have bait. But where can I buy bait? A pond snail. That's a bait. That is a bait. I send that snail in. See what we get. Now I wish I didn't fish with everything before, you know? Only a good. Only a good. A Caledonian crayfish has been found. I don't have any bait. Though, I like my flappy, like, literally I've chosen a character or by base the flappy sleeves. But what's with these stockings? Too many battles. My tights always get laddered. So therefore, I've stopped caring. That must be what's going on here. Woof. Where can I actually... Ooh. Where am I going now? I guess I found the marketplace. You have to pick up all the shinies. Right, so this is where we'd normally go if we want to see the shop. Hi, kiddo. I need bait. Any of you guys have bait? Let's steal this tomato. I mean, it's at a marketplace, so I should probably have to pay for it, but well.
Welcome.
Should just same the store
Please
seller we
come
kind of
again.
saw before. God, these suits of armor look massively like... Why they've made like realism suits of armor when the characters aren't realism designed is interesting.
No.
It's like two different art designs clashing. Some lady just walked next to me and just say no at me. Nice of you. Excuse me, cat, I don't want to run you over. Weapon shop. And we haven't unlocked the other shops yet, so that's why they're not there.
So,
God, she hates me. Ugh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Nothing
Are
to
you
report?
settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
No, I should be going to places where there's more natural books to be found around the place when I think about it. Right, so no fishing quest. Let's just head up round here. Any cat shinies? Can I get some cat toys? Angry man. Wait, this is a complete and utter dead end. Oh, okay. It's Cat Alley though, look. Meow. Cool looking horse. Is this a cathedral? No, this is the entrance hall. Which we have not been to get our fast travel for yet, so we'll take that. I'm not going to go to the library for books. That's too obvious. There'll be fish there.
what? Hello there.
I heard Eustace again then.
You look bored. Care to duel?
To the death? A duel?
What? I just wanted to spar.
What is with your voice?
You there! We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Doesn't it seem to everyone that this game is an incredibly long kind of tutorial period, which you kind of expect to be perfectly fair. I'm not complaining about it, that's for sure. There's a lot to explore and find out about the place. More places opening up in this area, to be example.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
Okay, good luck.
I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
Take it back to Bernadette. Nope, he's gone. And he's gone. So I guess, again, going around and talking, there's little bits to get some support stuff or just some conversations going. So we kind of need to keep doing that. Try and get ourselves some friendship.
There were way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Too true.
Yes? I'm actually very busy right now. If you're here to ask a favor, please ask someone else.
It should be the other way around, but too true. Magic faith. Really, I shouldn't bother trying to press the recruit button on anyone. I don't think necessarily knowing their stats is really helping me out.
Greetings.
Even Spring here has coolness. Yes.
Frigid has much more warmth than Fódlan. Even Spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
Instant choice!
But you are wearing many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes. Training has given me great busyness right now. It is not a good time for the chatting. But you have given me intrigue. Please make sure you are speaking with me again.
Sure thing, Pedro. Dex and riding? Yes. Too cold? I could put an endless amount of things on me. Too hot? And there's only so much I can take off before I'm taken to prison. That's the way it works, right?
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
Both.
Spicy? Ooh, your tastes are so mature. I'll definitely remember that.
Sure thing. We're spicy now. Right, today's the day for some bonding bites. A special menu to bring professors and students together. Effects are enhanced when dining with students from your own house. We've got today's special or full menu. What's today's special then? Today's special everyone loves. Well, mainly everyone from my family loves it. And these guys are actually, like, choosable too, even if they're not actually students, etc. They've got a neutral badge to them. Dimitri loves it too? Why are you not up here, Dimitri? I guess anyone would just like to be called, really. And these guys really hate it.
Onwards.
So who do I bond with? The Dewey? The Sylvan? I haven't invited him to a meal yet. I invited you before, Mercedes. So it's about filling that bar at the top right, which the camera's on top of. So that's kind of slightly irritating. Right. Let's, Badoo. There's a little kind of like bar up the top, which we have filled with, for example, Mercedes, who got it before. So that's the motivation bar, which is obviously been filled up with me being MVP of the last battle, but isn't full up for everyone at this point in time. So that's a bit of a thing. Maybe I should move the camera to the bottom left. I don't know. Covers up other information then. More battle pertinent information. And then you can look at the full menu to choose what other people like. I guess I should always focus on building up my own students' motivation. So let's take the Do and Ash then.
I like this.
Man of many words.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Get a fair bit of professor level for that too. Did I take the quest? Did I fail to take the quest? I don't know. The quest's over here.
Would you kindly do something for me?
I'm fresh out of recipe ideas. Say, perhaps you could find some for me. Maybe a student or the library's cookbooks can spark some information? Let me know, will you? Right, collect recipes for the head chef. The library has quite a few cookbooks with interesting recipes. You might even try your hand at cooking once you have permission to. I'll take the quest, Creative Cuisine. So I've got to head to the library. Hello, you.
This.
Do I know what?
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Okay, now I know that their identities are closely dark and secret. Wait, Amiibo Gazebo? Gazebo. Around and round and round it goes. What does it do? I don't have any Amiibo.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Well, it's got priorities, lady. He's not getting with any not cleanly person by the look of things. So, poor you, I guess.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
I'm not even gonna bother asking you about recruiting. You don't look busy to me, lazy.
Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
Yes, that week that I've spent.
A moment, please.
Is it a week or 2 weeks? Might be 2 weeks. God, this monastery's massive! Oh, it's going to take a bit as well to actually learn what way am I going at every time, just off the top of my head.
What about...
Well, Sylvain is with a lot of ladies.
Our first assignment is to take out some bandits. Did anyone tell Lady Rhea that people's lives are at stake? I lost my own brother to bandits. Is something someone has said at some point, I'm sure. Okay, not my finest attempt at humor.
It's not even remotely humor. What the hell?
I was thinking...
Okay.
The Knights of Seros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Seros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Seros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Seros and the knights.
Well, maybe I should. Alright, so we're still getting around this place, and just, oh my god, we got all the way up there as well. The cathedral is where I'm heading to right now. We've got that quest that I need to go to. It's quite a lot of ground we've covered, but just the fact that there's quite a bit more ground to cover on top of that is... yeah. That's a lot to get through. Okay, let's head to the cathedral.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
Sure, I'm ready.
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Bergles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
Oh, well, yeah, that sounds like wishful thinking. I look forward to that, Ferdinand.
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Yes.
Oh, Professor. Here to recruit me, I presume?
Oh, at least you're straight up about it.
The eldest son of House Eyre will not be so easily swayed.
I'm guessing you'd lose your title. Maybe, I don't know. Dex and heavy armor. Okay. He'll be Prime Minister someday. All I could think of during that is, man, what did like the king and queen and like every higher member of the government all had like this pregnancy pact together, and like everyone's gonna get pregnant right now, everyone, right now, so we can all have our kids go to school at the same time. Some weird kind of massive upper hierarchy pregnancy pact. Let me into the cathedral. I have no clue who the Minister of Foreign Affairs was.
Here's an idea. I hear the Officers' Academy of the Monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fódlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fódlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
Look at her proper armor. I need some of that. Protect my belly button. My belly button's in danger. I still haven't been to the library as of yet.
Boo.
Try and fight. Randomly booing at me. There's an area over here too. Oh wow. Cat Central. There doesn't seem to be any blue findy things around the place. It's amazing how much of this area there is. There's some kids being told off. Another way in. So much to do. Still. Where's the cathedral proper?
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor. Did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall we pray together?
I thought you'd like that. Alright, here's one quest.
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Kathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions.
That's not how you spell keyhole. Yeah. See? Names! You can't win.
I have something to ask of you.
The Western Church, which rules over the western parts of Fódlan, has lately made some strange troop movements. If you hear anything concerning, be sure to let me know. Collect information on the Western Church and report to Tef. You may find an informant among the students in the courtyard. Really, I should get every quest before I start exploring then, really. Which makes sense anyway. Okay, we're gonna find ourselves an informant.
It is the duty of every Fódlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor?
Sure.
You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
Damn, that didn't work. I don't think I'm going to be able to recruit you anytime soon. Alright, where am I at next? Minimap, go big! There's a quest over here too.
I have a favor to ask.
I've been thinking about starting a choir and I need a volunteer who can help me get it off the ground. Can you help me find some students who love music? Find out which students are passionate about music. It seems there's a sign-up sheet being passed around the dormitory seeking students to join the choir. A passion for music is found. Alright, come back, big minimap. Okay, it looks like I've done most of the quests in here, except for there's something this way. I quite like this big minimap. Oh no, wait a second, it's a billboard. That's not a minimap. Hey, Owl. So we still got our main mission to go on. That's just for advice. We've still got to go to the library and find any recipes. We've got to find the people now. So I think we've got everything. We just need to now actually do everything. So it looks to me like over dormitory area. Fast travel. There is something there. How fast is the fast travel in this game, as I thought? Not too bad. Especially as I found some more bait for my fishing rod. Oh yeah. Gonna be the weird professor. Just ends up here and starts to like pluck snails off of every wall. That's how it works now, right? It seems further down. I'm gonna be with that weirdo professor. It's all good. Right, this is the choir sign-up sheet. A list of students from the Blue Line House who wish to participate in choir practice. Do I actually have to read it? Reclass. Battalions 2. No battalion standing by. Quests. Let's look there. Okay, I found the sheet. Oh, you just want me to bring the sheet back. Well, I thought I was going to have to find the students too. Usually a quest has you going all over the place. Not today. No, sir. Quick, I've got a snail on this special fishing day. Oh, yeah, I've got to talk to you. I can't just go fishing. Somebody good if I get excellence. We got a pike. Cooking dish to boost defense. I'm trying to get that professor level up. Feels like some part of this is actually just grinding for the professor level up. To be fair. Alright, so the shiny points are kind of quest locations. I haven't been to the library yet. Let's go to the library. It's past Thomas. It seems like there's a guy in the corner, like a knight over here. No, that's the informant. That's what I'd say.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
No, gained a dissident's intel. Well, this thing is going to help me find quests. Not a problem, is it? So I can go back to you, I can go back to you. Where's this library? No blue shinies in here. One of these has got to have one. I go in my own classroom, really, when I think about it.
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Not a problem. Okay, so one of our quests on the opposite side of there. I'm actually like, where is the library? So this also shows you how many people you haven't yet had conversations with in a day.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
I'm sorry.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Oh, have we kind of stole a bit of your thunder a little bit? I do wonder about these things. We won the battle, so they gave us the hardest mission, maybe?
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Okay, don't know who you are. And then there's second floors to check out too. You'll be here in the monastery forever. Oh my goodness.
What?
What?
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Serifs. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Indeed they are. As more gift subs are given. Thank you very much, PJ. But yeah, like, just each time we come back into this section, it seems like we'll be endlessly going in and out. Trying to find more. Well, hey, this is Setef's office. We'll just walk into it. There's nothing for me to steal, sadly. Just straight up take stuff. This is the captain's quarters.
Onwards.
Looking for the The nice blue shinies here. Every book, 100 professor experience. I need it. I need it. Oh.
Onwards.
Does make me wonder where they get anatomy bodies from in a place like this. But doesn't that thing have a knife in its head? I'm pretty sure it has, yes. Someone stuck a knife in its head. Someone's been practicing. Oh, the crest analyzer?
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Alright, even more conversation, but no more blue sparklies. I have a feeling we're going to be on endless loops of finding blue sparklies at some point.
Hey, you.
When it gives the good stuff. At least that person will want to see me. Hey, that was nice. So this is the library.
I can't believe it. I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fódlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself.
Oh, I'm guessing you like books, so I should probably compliment books.
Well, I agree. They're brimming with the knowledge and experience of our ancestors.
Good option.
Professor, what an honor that you would come and talk to me.
Ah, Ignatz
I'd like
is
to
very
learn
open.
more about you. Maybe someday you can add me to your class.
What? Not interested yet, but seems quite fervently yeah, I'd love to get away from my class. What the hell? Oh, I got an illustrated cookbook. Unfortunately, that does not give me the extra experience. What about this? Register of Kingdom Nobles. A register of prominent noble houses of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, even. This document is expressly for official use by the Church of Serifs. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this documentation. 1179 edition. The house blooded. How do you say that again? This house claims Welshward of the 10 elites as its ancestor. It has ruled the kingdom for over 400 years, ever since Luke, the King of Lions, claimed victory in the War of the Eagle and Lion in 751. This secured the kingdom's independence from the Adrestian Empire, after which Luke was crowned as its inaugural king by the Church of Seros. House Welshward resides in Welsh name. Resides in Ferdaid, the kingdom capital, claiming all of the surrounding territory as its domain, and many of the fiefdoms in the north of Fódlan as its vassals. Whatever! With the passing of King Lambert in 1176, his older brother Grand Duke Rufus of Itar assumed the burden of ruling the kingdom in the young crown prince's stead. Even still, strife and disorder continue to plague the land. House of Fraldalius. This house of dukes claims Fraldalius of the 10 elites as his ancestor. It is one of the most ancient houses on record, even amongst kingdom nobility. It's said that Kyphon, the sworn friend of Luke, the King of Lions, was also related to the hero Fraldalius. House of Gutier. This house of Margraves claims Gutier of the 10 elites as its ancestor. Its territory lies in the northernmost reaches of the kingdom. As such, it has safeguarded kingdom territory against incursions by the people of the Sleng region for over 200 years. Oh my god, so many names! House Shalom. This house of counts claims it could be Charon, Shalom of the 10 elites as his ancestor. Tasked with negotiating between the resistance armies and the Church of Selos during the War of the Eagle and Lion, the head of House Shalom continues the tradition of a ceremonial competition within the kingdom. House Kallithea. When House Daphnel, once a cornerstone of Leicester Alliance, was divided in two over an inheritance feud, half of them defected to Fargus and established House Kallithea, which was granted the noble title of Count. Much of its territory consists of a frigid wasteland where a severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. Well, that sounds like not a good rub. House Rowe, a noble house that once held territory in the Northern Empire. When the fortress city of Elenrod was constructed within its domain, it revolted against the Empire and pledged the entirety of its territory, including Elenrod, to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. For this contribution, it was awarded the noble title of Count. And House Clayman. This house originally held no more than a lordship over a single castle in the west of the kingdom, but it was awarded the noble title of Viscount for its great success in the subjugation of the Duskull region in 1176. Afterwards, it was granted the Duskull region as its feudal estate. There's a lot of information in these bookshelves. It's lovely, yes, but we don't get experience. Sad times. Oh my god, how much information is here?
So.
Yes, that's so. More tantalizing cookbook stuff.
I can't believe it.
And another classic cookbook. That's everything we need for the quest then, by the look of it. But don't lie, there's a lot of books for me to read in order to get experience and level myself up a little bit more. Wait, is there a second floor? Not that I can get into. That's a lot of books. That's just a task to take on all the information. And more to the point, take on all the information and actually remember it.
Well,
As a teacher, I should probably be striving to memorize this stuff so I can teach it to everyone else, but nah. I'm all about teaching them to beat things up. It's more or less my job. Okay, can't go in those rooms. So I think we've explored this area-ish. There's a couple of people to actually speak to. There was someone in the library to speak to still.
Professor.
So many people. It's Linhardt.
Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
I don't know. Well, we can't recruit you.
Your class? I can see the appeal, yes. However, I still have a lot of books I wish to read in this class. But talk to me again, okay?
I mean, you can read the books in anyone's class. I mean, it's so weird the amount of people we could just nick. It's where all the other classes end up with like 2 people in it, their leader and their stooge. And we've got everyone else. All in one gigantic house, and then like the house competition begins again. It's like, whoa, this is a bit of a mismatch. Just a little bit.
I see. Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
Not really. I wonder if the students are taken to me.
You seem to be getting along well with the students. I would advise you to be confident in your abilities. The rest will fall into place in time. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
No problem, lady. I'm still trying to work out the game. If you can tell me exactly how fast I should be proceeding through these sections, that'd be great. Well, let's use the map again to warp our way forward now that we went to the second floor side of things. Oh, the second floor map is at the top right. Oh god, I should have probably noticed that earlier. Cathedral. Many quests to return in there. Thank you, Alcalor, for the gifted sub again. Fast travel is going to be useful.
My savior, thank you.
No problem. We got some trout. Quest complete. Now I just have to figure out what my renown is for. Oh, choir practice with people. Okay. Well, I should probably be looking to do it with my own guys. It looks like there's blue bars on other people, which will boost my friendship with them even more, I take it. Shouldn't I be... Yeah. Let's get Dimitri for choir practice. And Sylvan. Yes. Pretty boys, come sing for me. Ah, you said my last thing.
It is not guaranteed to be good, even if everyone sings earnestly. It is not easy after all.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
Oh, I gained authority experience, did I? I think you gained faith experience. What the hell? Oh, you get actual stats from that? Well, I don't think you guys need faith experience. I mean, I don't mind me having it. But I should factor that in from now on into what I'm doing. This is a way to raise a stat. Yes, Belle? I still have quests to hand in. Don't ding-dong at me.
So, well done. You have my thanks.
So what I've got to do then, looking at that query thing, is basically arrange it so that I have students that I want to improve in those stats. Not for motivation, so that I can fill up their motivation via it. Seems to be a key.
Here's an idea.
I'd have to say. Alright, let's go to the dining hall and hand in that quest for the cooking books now. Do we need to find the lady's undergarments? No, we just had to tell her that we might go and find it. For the bells, eh?
You're a lifesaver.
Right, we got some Dusker spare. That's what I wanted. Okay, we don't have enough activity points to cook, so I've used up my stuff with other things and not got that done, so that's a bit of a shame. Then we've got to accept the quest from Geralt and speak with your house leader. I obviously should speak with my house leader before I accept the quest from Geralt at this point in time, but there's still one more area we haven't actually gone to. So I need to go to the training grounds. Let's go to my personal quarters and see where we can go from there. Hello. Angelica Tea. Thank you very much. My personal corners had things hiding outside of it all the time. Was that another blue shiny? I doubt I can see it from that range. I'll come to see you in a second, Geralt. I'm nearly done exploring and getting all the fast travel points. Oh, we having a fight, are we?
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
I'll talk to who I like to talk to, Mr. Dudu.
That reminds me.
Professor?
You can't stop me. I don't care what they ever say. What rumors they might start. So it seems there's a bit of, like, racism-ish stuff going on there. Maybe I could have fought one of these guys in a one-on-one. Ah, Mr. Arrogant. Of course you'd be here.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Aren't you supposed to be friends? That's a bit negative way to speak to you about your friend.
Felix Sylvain and I have known each other since we were children. His Highness as well. Though I should warn you that both Felix and Sylvain are a bit challenging at times. The moment I take my eyes off them, they're off causing all kinds of trouble. It's always been that way.
I think Felix is the one with the worst attitude. I don't know, Sylvain's just foppish. Foppish.
The next assignment is the Drive Out Bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
It depends at the moment. I mean, I like people with incredibly high crit rates to be able to take people out, but then it'll always be a second attack critical, so maybe if you can smash people... Oh, let's face it, Raphael, you want me to say strength.
I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
Let's not even pretend.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird.
Is it blue?
Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
He's got that lady's undergarments.
Hey, Professor. Here to cause some trouble? No? Well, whatever then.
Not an actual quest, but we found our missing undershirt.
Professor.
That is my name.
Here's an idea.
It's an idea. My sword broke! That's not a great idea. Well then, let's speak to Dimitri and Claude.
I hear you've been tasked with hunting down bandits, right? Meanwhile, my class is stuck with a downright peaceful mission. Sounds like you'll be fighting alongside the knights, too. Don't let the monastery down, Teach.
No way, this dog's barking away.
We have only just arrived at the academy, and we're already being sent out to take care of bandits. It is a noble mission, but one that will likely require battle. In practice, there is little difference between a battle and a war. Even with the support of the Knights of Seros, we must still brace ourselves for the challenge. Do you have any other questions about life at the monastery? Or about battle?
Well, you're about to tell me about other stuff. Oh, faculty training.
Just as students receive guidance from professors, professors may also guide each other. If you're interested, you should seek out Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela.
Oh, I should have, but I'm out of, like, power now to be able to do that. You can increase your skills by training with knights and professors in the monastery. Use the faculty training option to benefit from their wisdom. As the story progresses, faculty training will become advanced drills. Use this option to learn from any unit with a higher skill level than your own. Interesting.
A student's house is determined by their place of origin, but naturally, each individual has their own aptitudes and interests. That said, if a student so desires and their current professor consents, they may transfer from one house to another. If you get to know the students better through the activities at the monastery, They may approach you about this.
Or they may literally just come to me and go, yeah, I want to transfer. To recruit students from nearby houses, you will need to meet their requirements. Each student prioritizes different stats and skills. It is easy to recruit students who like you, so try building up your support level with students you like to recruit. So non-students will also become available for recruitment as the story progresses. Well, there we go. One last thing to do, and that's to speak to Geralt at last. I'm pretty sure we've talked to pretty much everyone else that had a talking option while we were here, and picked up many of a fancy shiny blue thing, and snails, mainly snails.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Geralt is?
That's enough, Leonie. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
Yep, I'm past that point too, to be honest.
Hey, I hope we get a chance to practice together when you find the time. I know I'm in a different class, but you're the only other person here who's learned from Captain Geralt.
So come join my class then. Strength, lances, more experience.
Professor, hey, do you know...
I didn't talk to you.
It's not normal.
By the time you're...
I guess if you put it...
I talked to him. Oh, no, wait. He did the same conversation twice, just for different people. View the quest, then.
I have a request.
A real battle this month, huh? Even the Knights of Serifs are involved. I never taught you much about tactics, but there's a primer on it in my room. Give it a read. Sure. We're going to search for the tactics primer. Seems like I get a lot of rewards, so where's your room? In the second floor, by the look of it. And that's the other good thing about all that exploring we've just done, is that we basically unlock the fast travel for all these areas, so I can now get around and do the rest of the quest a lot faster. Or at least that's the idea, right? Using the captain's quarters, yeah? Tactics primer. Book contain the basics of tactics. It doesn't look like it's been read much.
Thanks for your help.
So we get Geralt's mercenaries, a church of Serifs soldiers, and Serifs mercenaries. Added to my barracks. Access the items menu to use, store, take, or swap items from your units. Unit items that cannot be carried with into the convoy. Access the abilities in combat arts menu to equip your units with what they've learned. Use the battalion menu to assign battalions to your units, which is probably what we just got. And use the reclass menu to switch a unit's class to any for which they are certified. Classes a unit has mastered are marked with a star. And by the look of it, I'm done on my day. Whoosh. Which button was it again to see the menu? There we go. So, oh, we've got support things built up as well here. Support result for everyone there. Some we can get S ranks with, some we can only get A's. We can't get S's with Annette and Ingrid, but with everyone else in the class, more or less, we can. Okay, inventory, battalions, Oz. Right, so what happens if we do these? It's not just Serifs infantry, it's protection, resilience, and thingy up 1. Oh, we've got some minuses too. Magic attack down by 2, hit up by 5, physical attack up by 1. Attack that pushes adjacent foe 1 tile away, you get the onslaught ability too. Some interesting things like here. Go for crit rating. Charge attack against foes in the area. Kind of cool. And that one prevents guys from moving on next turn. It's kind of cool. So they got an endurance of 30. I've no clue what that means. I guess when I use their ability. That makes kind of sense to me. Well, let's get your magic attack down, because it's not like you need it. Get your physical attack up by 1. And you sound like the kind of guy who'd want to charge attack, right? There's a lot of endurance on those Geralt's troops. Veteran mercenaries once commanded personally by Geralt the Bladebreaker. Extra crit, extra avoidance. I don't know what to do with them yet, but we're just going to put them on just in case we move on to a battle. And you got the reclassing too. Nothing to change to. Okay, those of common birth who must compensate for a lack of noble privilege with Distaste. This class can use some magic. So much about this game we do not know as of yet. what is really the thing to say. But I think we are done. So, let's finally finish our exploration for the day. Took a while. Now what are we doing?
If you don't yet know the proper procedure for lectures, I will tell you all that I know. Assuming that's agreeable to you, of course.
Okay, did it want us to go fight anyone? When you instruct your students, they gain skill experience. As their skill level increases, they will gain access to new abilities in combat arts. The number of people you can instruct is indicated by your activity points at the top of the screen. When you set up a group task, the students you assign will continue the task until you change it. After the first round of instruction each month, your students may come to you with a question. They will be motivated if they like your answer. Okay.
Before beginning a lecture, we would be most appreciative if you would first make note of our study goals. After all, everyone wishes to prioritize studying fields related to their goals, right?
Okay, students study on their own and earn skill experience according to their skill goals. Results are reported at the end of each week. You can alter students' goals at any time using the goals menu. Oh, seems a bit intensive.
I believe you can ensure better results by instructing individuals based on their interests and specialties. Of course, that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach someone things unrelated to their goals. You never know if a student will develop an interest in something by overcoming their distaste for it.
A free star mark next to a skill indicates that you will unlock a budding talent after a certain amount of instructing. Once you unlock a budding talent, that person will go to excel in that particular skill. Also, from down all the way to the greatest. That person will go on to excel in that particular skill. They may even learn a new ability or combat art. So there is good reason to give them negative traits as well.
Everyone's study goals will likely change based on the experience they receive from future instruction or assignments. When that happens, it would be greatly beneficial if you could advise us as to what new goals we should set for ourselves.
As students improve from instructing and personal study, they may approach you with suggestions for new goals. Whether to accept their suggestions or not is completely up to you. Feel free to guide your students along paths of your own choosing.
No matter how passionate you are about tutoring someone, it's difficult to get good results if that student lacks motivation. To increase a student's motivation, it's probably best to appeal to them in a variety of ways. If it's not too much trouble, I would be grateful if you would try to pay attention to everyone's motivation level.
Okay, you can instruct students with high motivation more frequently. One way to increase motivation is to interact with your students around the monastery, which we have been doing.
Students are encouraged to engage in various activities in and around the monastery. By working together, students can strengthen their relationships and, in time, achieve better results more readily.
You can assign one group task each week. Students who will take part will earn skill experience based on your choice. You can also get golden resources by completing these tasks. Reading. The results of a group task will depend on the student's strengths, weaknesses, and affinity for one another.
Have you heard? Certification exams are held every month at the Officers' Academy. To become a new class, one must first overcome the certification exam for that class. Needless to say, if one lacks the required abilities, passing will prove difficult. I hope that you will plan ahead for the certification exams and instruct everyone accordingly.
Oh my god! When you pass the certification exam, you can change to a new class. Benefits of high-tier classes include increased stats and growth rates. Oh, it may do, but that's a lot to go through. Well, I better begin my lesson plan. Uh-oh. Assign a pair of units to a task together to deepen their friendship. We got unit skill goals. I guess we could look at goals first of all. So he's got a lance and authority kind of focus at the moment. We can customize that. So I guess they've got basically what they like in the first place. Axes and brawling. Felix is sword and brawling. Ash is bows and axes. You sure you want to do that? I mean, the axe thing is what I'm talking about. Is there anything else you're good at? Like, you could become, like, for example, a bow knight. And it won't let me sit. Hey. How do I switch to the custom focus? There, I put something in there just to see what I could do. X? No. X is not good. Oh, we can see all this stuff. So he doesn't like reason. It's just axes and bows give him the biggest growths. But lances can teach him a new skill. Oh, wow. Class tree 2. Intermediate. We don't see anything past that. Oh, that's because it's on the next page. Advanced and then question mark, question mark, question mark. Ho, ho, ho. I haven't figured out how to actually change to the custom focus. Nope. Did not work. Sylvain like lance and axes. Caesar's reason of faith. That makes perfect sense. Annetta's reason of authority. Ingrid is sword and lances. I think your Pegasus Knight is kind of stuff, aren't you, one of you? You look like you had good stats for it with your speed and resilience. That's a Peg Knight through and through. Flying isn't up for her. This is just letting me see the goals rather than change the goals, I think. I don't even know anymore. Oh, that's how you change it. We do both of them. Yeah, Peg Knight. There we go. I figured it out in the end. So maybe you want to do, for example, like... I mean, we could go with Lance's bows for him to see what he ends up with. Because that's a special skill for him. So he learns something extra with reason, which is weird. She'd like to learn more in bows to get an extra skill. But then again, you kind of would like to do the skills. But she is learning some of her bow stuff from normal combat. So is this complicated to anyone else?